as far as getting minutes. So it's part of the process for him. And we just wanted to make sure he knew a little bit about the situation, and he was spoken to with honesty.
When Felix was here, what did you like about his play, either in practice or in games? What stood out about the way he played?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
I mean, other than stopping pucks, did you like, just the different elements about his game, how he communicated with his defense?
I don't know anything about the position. I want him to make a save. He needs to make more saves.
John, with Scott Lawton, he's never really played on power play before this year, but right now he's scoring shorthanded power play, even strength. When did you start to envision him being an all-situation guy for you?
When I started putting him in it, he succeeded. I think I was talking to Gianni yesterday before the game, or I don't even know when. He makes big plays. Game in and game out, he makes big plays, makes big mistakes, but makes another big play after. That's just what he is. He is in all facets of the game.
When you've been asked about Felix in the past, it seems like the one thing that you keep coming back to is that there's usually like one goal a game that you want him to make, want him to stop. How do you, and I know you said you're not a goalie expert, but you do focus on the mental side of the game with these guys. How do you, encourage him to stay more focused throughout a 60-minute game?
Yeah, I don't, all of them, I don't spend much time talking to them. That's why I think I have one of the better coaches in the league that way. I think he's, in Dilly, he has the relationship. My job is to find ways to win hockey games. And to win hockey games, your goaltender needs to be your best player. I think Felix has put in some really good minutes. We need another save. That's the next step for him. Now, I'm not sure if that happens. He's going to get the opportunity, but he needs to make the next save. And I think you'll see him in the win column more.
I know you talked about blocked shots after the game, but the team is among the leaders this year overall. Is that a good sign of a commitment that you're blocking shots on a pretty regular basis?
Yes, that's a big part of defense, and we've done a real good job of that this year.
The flip side of that, last night's game was kind of a grind, pretty tight checking, battled through it and found a way to come out on top. Is that the kind of game that, as you're trying to establish an identity, is an important one against particularly a good opponent last night?
Yeah, they're all important no matter how you win them. I thought we were okay. I don't think either team was dead on as far as offense, but the thing I liked about our game, we didn't blink. That's what it comes down to, is the third period, who blinks first. We scored a couple of goals, did some stupid stuff with the goalie pulled, and they ended up getting 7 or 8 scoring chances right there. Something that we're going to go over this evening in our meeting. But it was a game that you can get lost in and kind of let it get by you. That's the biggest thing I liked about it, is we stayed with it and found a way to score a couple of goals in that third period.
You just meant that.
When we spoke to you a few weeks ago about Cam York, you said you wanted to see more roving minutes from him. How much more have you seen of that in his game?
Yeah, he's been doing well. His overall game's been good.
You just mentioned about there being like 7 or 8 scoring chances in the last minute or so. You're someone who, in your conversation with us, you seem like you place a lot of value in terms of, how many did we give up? When you have a bunch of them happen in a very short period of time, does that change your view of like the overall number of given up, or it's just?
It doesn't change my view of the game. It's in that situation, we just ice the puck too much. And I think we have to, there are certain opportunities where you just, when you have a chance to support a play, and not just always look right away to go for the open net. I thought we had opportunities to make the next play and then go for the open net. We didn't. I still want us, I'm not looking to get to the red line and get it in. I think that's a philosophy that I think a lot of us have thrown away, but there are still times you need to look for support and maybe make the next play to get that opportunity to score that goal. TK had a chance. I think that's a legitimate chance to put it in. I'm not sure where Provy's going with it. That's not going for the open net. It was just a turnover, and it's an icing. Tip is an icing, where I think we need to make another play. That's where they mounted up. And when they score the first one, and I look up, there's 40-plus seconds, I know it's going to be craziness if they enter our zone. So we've got to get better at that. And again, we enter on the right side of it, and we get a chance to teach tonight in some of the things I think we need to get better at in that situation.
The Jets have one of the best PKs in the league, and they really prevent goals. Are you expecting like another kind of grinded out type of game against them?
Big team, really good team, well coached, personnel right on through. It's a very difficult game for us.
I know we talked about Sandstrom, but are there any other changes to the lineup tonight?
No.